My friends, Dan the Man here. Welcome back to the channel. And if you've never been here, welcome to the channel. Make yourself at home. You hungry? Thirsty? The first time I get it for you. Second time maybe. Third time, get that shit yourself. You know where it's at? What do you think? All right, what am I doing? My friends, of the Vaptio Cosmo Plus is what we have right here. And if you ask me, the thing is sharp. It's just sharp. I like the way it looks. It's more streamlined. Here's the first one, the first Cosmo. See a little difference? Now, this one don't have the tank because the tank's long gone. Broke it, and they didn't have replacement glass, so by the way, it works with this RDA brilliantly. But we're talking about 5 clicks. It turns the Vaptio Cosmo Plus on. It's supposed to be automatic. There it goes. Go look at that. Now, the reason I had it turned off because it's only got 1 bar of power and I need to do this review right now, man. I like it. I like it. I think it's sharp. It's light. It's pocketable. And it's good for beginners. And even, okay, it's even good for us hobbyists. For instance, that's what I did with my tiny little RDA. Is I made my RDA pocketable, which is brilliant in my mind. Now this one only had 3 heating temperatures, the highest one being 30. This one you can actually change the temp. Come on. 50, obviously. Let's see if we can get it come back. Come on. Now why isn't it automatically? Okay, whatever. Always something. Anyways, the main question is, yes, I like it. Would I buy another one? No, I wouldn't. Because I've already got all kind of that type of gear. I don't need another one. And that is the only reason. Because otherwise, I think it's sharp. And plus, I want to give it to my cousin, whom I was able to help quit smoking. Awesome, man. And I don't want him to have to buy a bunch of stuff like I did. But he could. I'm not saying he wouldn't. But I want to help him. I want to help him quit smoking for good. So he's going to get that. And he likes it. I already found out that he likes the looks of it. And when I told him I might give it to him, he got a big smile on his face. So there. Anywho, let's continue, shall we? All right. Really, the best way I want to show you this is to bring it on down. So let's do that. Okay, here it is. Actually, I'm going to have to... I don't think autofocus is going to work right here. It might. There it goes. We'll see. No, autofocus just don't work very good on this darn camera. Let's go through this real quick. I mean, it's all the basic stuff. Here's the back if you want to read it. All right, you got it? You got it. I like this because it's got a lot of stuff in it. And I could tell that it had some decent stuff in it before I even opened it. Of course, you got that and these things and that, of course. An extra coil, which I appreciate. It's the same ohms. But what I really want to get to is this. Because the first one, they didn't have extra glass. This one, they have extra glass and it's a bubble glass. So that's pretty cool. Even though I prefer the straight ones, I'll take whatever I can get after I break a break one. So cool, it'll hold more anyways, right? So this is what we're after right here, though. There's a few things I really like about it. Here, we gotta mess with the darn focusing again. Damn it. Oh yeah, that's not focused. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. Taking a look at it. Now, this thing has some pretty interesting things. First, let me tell you what I don't like. I usually get to that first. I don't like the firing button, because with the first one you could very easily get it up here. This one, I got to push real hard just to get it to from up there, and it's hard to. At first, it's difficult to find the firing button because it's flush, and then I had a hard time with the up and down finding them, but I got the hang of it. It's not a deal breaker. It's just inconvenient and an annoyance is all. But it's just a sharp look. It's just sharp looking, man. I really like the looks, the lines, man. I like the lines of it for real. Now, an interesting thing with this tank is the airflow, and I think the rest of the manufacturers might want to sit up and take notice of this. To change the airflow, you move the tank itself. And you see how it's got those two holes for mouth to lung? It is on both sides, which is okay with me, I guess. The mouth to lung isn't on both sides, though. And so anyways, yeah, you turn the tank and it moves. The reason I like that is because it don't come off then. It's on there for good. But I don't like the when an airflow control ring comes off. And this one won't come off because it's not what changes the airflow. Now, it's on and off like so. It's pretty easy. It's actually a little too easy. Sometimes when I go to change the airflow, I accidentally take the lid off. Okay, don't put 50-50 liquid in here, okay? Because it'll leak. Another pet peeve is just because your mouth to lung is up here doesn't mean it makes a mouth to lung device. This one's better in the fact that the hole it does go through is smaller. See? You see the hole? Here, hold on. Hold your horses. There we go. You see the hole down there? That's where the air is first coming in. And since it's a small hole, excuse me, it'll make for better mouth to lung. And that's not the only hole that matters either. The hole that goes up into the, inside, whatever. So these are my stories and I'm sticking to them. But after saying that, it's not a bad mouth to lung. And that's where I vape my mouth to lung. And it's somewhat airy. 3 clicks in, gets you into the, and then you got mode, settings, bypass, variable voltage, variable wattage, settings, sleep time, 60 seconds. So the settings is just for the sleep. I got it at 35 watts, which I'm not going to vape at. I'll bring it down to, whoops. I like it at about, whoops, 17. There we go. Okay, now what else? Hold the buttons together. Locks it. Anywho, all right, let's bring it up top. I think we're done here. Okay, so yeah. All right, so that's how that works. Oh, man. All right, so, excuse me. You know what? The exposure is, it doesn't matter. Whatever. The Vaptio Cosmo Plus, you guys. It's a great transitional piece. And what I mean by that is, if you're not a beginner anymore, but this was your beginner piece, or let's say you are a beginner and you get this, you can transition to direct lung with this Vaptio Cosmo Plus. And when you first move to direct lung, it could be a lot to handle because you haven't vaped like that before. It takes a minute to get used to it. And you go out, pick it up. I think you're going to like it. Danny Man here. Peace. You can use my link if you want. I mean, hey, I get affiliate points for it, which really equals to, I've never even gotten one yet. I've got, ah, man, Danny Man signing out. Peace.